afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure today to welcome Mr. Prashant Singh, co-founder and Chief Executive Officer, Blue Planet Environmental Solutions. Before we start this interaction around a great topic of circular economy, I would like to brief you about Blue Planet Environmental Solutions. It is one of the Asia's leading waste management company. Blue Planet is leading the transition to a circular economy by recycling, repurposing and upcycling end-of-life resources through environment-friendly solutions. They provide integrated waste management solutions that achieve a net positive impact. To talk more about it and understand in detail the contributions of the company to the complete concept of global sustainability and the net zero targets, I will pass on my first question to Mr. Prashant Singh. Welcome, Prashant, to have this interaction with us.
Thank you.
We largely understand the contribution Blue Planet is making towards the net zero targets and towards zero waste. So I would like to ask from you about the latest actions, what the strategies, what the company has towards portraying it as a zero waste and the waste management company and achieving the net zero targets.
Sure. Thanks for having me. It's a great pleasure and honor to share my views on this such an important topic. Blue Planet, we are one of the pioneers in waste management ecosystem, and we believe in our vision of zero to landfill. So, and the reason why it's so important philosophy that we as global citizens should adopt and contribute in whatever shape or form possible here to ensure that we are addressing our legacy waste problem, that waste which has been generated over last few decades, address the fresh waste problem where we are become a much more aware citizens on a daily basis, and also ensure that our future generations, the youths of futures, who will play a significantly important role in terms of contributing towards circularity and a sustainable future for us.
That's great to understand, because I think waste is a problem which is starting from individual and at homes only, and if we understand that there's need to manage this waste properly and with the contribution and efforts of companies like you, I think that's an important what we are contributing to it. But I'm sure that in the market there are a lot of players who are also equally involved in this task. So how does, as a CEO of a company who's leading the waste management, do you think you set yourself apart from all these companies who are also contributing to the waste management and circular economy aspect?
Sure. So see, I think from our perspective, we have done a lot of research. We have spoken to multiple stakeholders across the value chain and trying to build an integrated platform for waste management. What does that mean is we want to ensure that in a typical waste creation scenario, people like you and me, I mean, we generate waste at our home, but the moment it leaves our homes, there are anywhere from 3 to 5, 6 players involved in the entire value chain of that, and all of us know that if 6 folks own a solution to the problem never gets solved, and that is a live example for our sector, and we want to disrupt that sector by owning the value chain as much as possible for the waste management ecosystem. Then we deploy, as I said earlier, we believe in zero to landfill, so we deploy technologies which can enable us to process and upcycle the waste once we have collected the waste. So it would be a very robust mechanized segregation ecosystem. It might mean that deploying technologies which can convert organic waste to biogas, it can convert plastic waste to polyfuel, and so on and so forth, to make sure that we are able to maximize and reap the right value from the waste which we treat as a resource. So if we get that philosophy embedded into our daily routine, where we start making a positive impact into an environment by leveraging technologies, and while ensuring those technologies are sustainable in nature. We should not be focusing on only processing them where we are solving one problem and then creating three others either for the environment or our societies at large.
I agree, because I think innovation is at the core of everything we are doing, and in fact that is where we say sustainability or creating sustainable environment, and it's not possible if we don't innovate. Do you want to focus any specific technologies or innovation techniques you have been adopting which is leading to the success of the business what you are doing?
No, absolutely. See, I'll give you some examples. So we are one of the largest landfill mining player in Asia. We have already processed more than 9 million tons of legacy waste over the last 5 years, and we have avoided more than 7 million tons of CO2 emissions going into the environment. The reason why this is important in terms of what we need to truly understand what got us here will not got us there as far as our future challenges are concerned. So we need to bring innovation, collaboration, a lot of mindset change to make sure this ecosystem and the right service delivery for our waste management ecosystem gets built up, be it our it's a technology driven execution, be it collaboration with government organizations, research institutions, with the schools and colleges at large, right? The people of the youths of future are asking questions, right? What kind of planet are we giving them for their future living there? So those kind of reasons, it's one company, one solution will not solve the problem. It needs a much more cohesive integration of various stakeholders coming together to make sure the technologies get built and adopted. It should be shared across, let's say, developing countries will have a different challenge versus developed countries as far as the right solutions are concerned. So we should be nimble, flexible, yet forthcoming as far as those technological innovations are concerned for our sector.
Just picking something from what you mentioned, that which is very right, that without innovation, without technology, without collaborations, without partnership, this is not possible. Because it's not that हमारा काम हो गया और आगे चलते हैं, वैसा नहीं. Because we have to create and give our people a environment which is sustainable enough for them to live also. Just asking one question here, that what are those collaborations or partnerships you are looking at, you're ongoing, which is helping you to build this model more robustly and build up the net zero targets?
Sure. So we are always looking for alliances that we need to forge, not only in India but in Southeast Asia, in developed countries, in Europe and UK. We have already acquired a few technologies in UK which we are trying to replicate and bring them to Asia here. We are exploring some partnerships in Malaysia through some university alliances which can help us learn from the things which have already been progressed or tested on the ground. But having said that, what is very important is not only the technical alliances, but engaging with our customers and our stakeholders. Right, so basically, working alongside policy making bodies in India, like for example, Niti Aayog, we have been working very deeply with NGT. We are working with CPCB, the Pollution Control Board. We are working very in terms of formulating the next best policies, best practices, which will enable us to facilitate our net zero targets for 2070 that India has been aspiring to achieve. So all these ecosystem, once it gets built with the right policies in place, right frameworks and best practices being adopted, and right mindset of concessionaires and people like us coming into the foray here, we will be able to achieve the desired outcome that we aspire to achieve together.
Very aspirational, and that's great. Only thing which I want to introduce and ask again here is that we all are doing business end of the day, but if our business purpose is towards the global agendas and the targets, that's very good, but somewhere we look at profitability also. So how do you see your business marrying sustainability and profitability together?
No, that is very, very important aspect, right? So because one of the challenges that our sector has seen is sustainable scale-ups. Right, so people might be able to build businesses or have the right solutions, but unless and until they are built in a way where they can scale, they can be replicable in nature, and that is where the challenge has been for learning from our past few decades. Now, Blue Planet believes in a net positive impact that we are creating both for people, for planet, and prosperity for our stakeholders. If we are able to do justice to all the three fronts, right, for engaging with our employees, right, engaging with our customers, consumers who become our customers at the end of the day, and making sure that they believe the story is impactful, right. While, as I said earlier, we build sustainable technological solutions to ensure that we are building an ecosystem of technologies which can be scaled up, which can be replicated into different regions, different countries per se, so that we are not only solving an organic waste problem, but the kind of emissions we are making, we are doing a double collateral damage there. So we don't believe in that. We want to make sure we build sustainable solutions which can be scaled up. And of course, one of the important reasons, because this is a capital intensive sector, we want to make sure those enterprises are profitable so that we can continue to scale and grow and make a phenomenal positive impact to our societies at large.
Definitely, when you're working so much towards this cause, you are leaving a great impact and you have a lot of people and stakeholders involved in it. Just asking, how do you measure what you're doing and how it justifies your whole business model, like on the circular economy scale?
Sure. No, see, that is one important aspect that our sector has been lacking, right, which is traceability and transparency. Right, so that is something which people have not been equipped to have those kind of discussions, but that is the reason why we believe we are disruptive in our offerings, where we want to become one of the most transparent sustainability platform across the world. Okay, so the kind of data that we are capturing, let's say the landfill mining business, right, so we are the largest AFR, alternate fuel source, which is basically all the RDF combustible material from landfill mining that we do. We have already produced more than 1.3 million tons of RDF, which is being used to replace coal for cement plants. In the same journey, we are partnering with Guinness Book of Records, aspiring to break the Guinness Book of Records on October 28th in Delhi for collecting maximum amount of paper waste being collected by partnering through 500,000 students and 500 schools, and any and all support that we can get to create Bharat Ka Apna record would be really appreciated. Thank you.